A do-nothing senator in the minority thinks that he is the one who should determine what constitutes a red line. Democratic Senator Mark Warner, who is the ranking member on the Senate Intelligence Committee. By the way, Senator Richard Burr would never let you assume that because he's deferred so much to Warner. But Warner nonetheless says firing Special Counsel Mueller is a red line that President Trump cannot cross. But what was left of Warner's credibility strained earlier this week when he said this about the House Intel memorandum. Quote, "I have not seen the memo, but I think it is sloppy, careless, and again, I think has no grounding in fact. Thank you, Senator, for telling us about something about which, yes, as you are accustomed to, about which you know nothing." Joining us now, Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarret. Senator Warner is quickly becoming one of my favorites in all of this. He and Burr, they're just hapless.
Yeah, Warner tends to embarrass himself every time he opens his mouth, so that's a constant embarrassment. Well, his intellectual acuity is diminished every time he weighs in on a subject of merit.
Well, hopefully for him, he will not have to deal with that much longer. The president having to deal with all sorts of challenged folks like that. But this business returning to the swamp with the New York Times in full throat,
yeah, braying
about the president attempted firing of Mueller back in June of last year. And the herd-like national left-wing media following the story as if it's something that happened.
Yeah, it is both amusing and tragic over the last 24 hours as the mainstream media has pronounced President Trump guilty of obstruction of justice. They don't know the first thing about obstruction of justice. They're utterly ignorant. They've probably never read the statute. If they had, they'd realize that it requires the president to have had a corrupt purpose. Even the New York Times story states a legitimate purpose. The president is concerned about Mueller's very genuine conflicts of interest. That's not a corrupt purpose to replace him for that. So it's not obstruction of justice. Moreover, the president would have to intend to interfere or impede the investigation. Simply replacing Mueller with somebody who is legitimate, fair, and neutral doesn't obstruct justice.
Yeah, I love the idea of the definition by the national left-wing media of obstruction of justice. That would be to get rid of a corrupt and conflicted special counsel and bring in a fair and impartial special counsel. That would be obstruction of justice.
The media doesn't know what it doesn't know. They're that dumb.
Oh, my gosh. Well, we're learning a lot more. We're starting to know a lot more. And let's put up one of the first texts between Lisa Page and Mr. Strzok saying well, I'm going to have to start there. Where is that? That's one more thing. She might be our next president. The last thing you need is going in there loaded for bear. You think she's going to remember or care that it was more DOJ than FBI? Strzok saying agreed. I called Bill and relayed what we had discussed. He agrees. I will email you and whoever was redacted there the same. This is, it is blunt force on the issue.
This shows that the FBI officials who were in charge of this investigation had the ability to influence it in any direction. Did so, exonerating her for a political purpose because they thought she'd be president. They wanted her to be president. They didn't want to alienate her or anger her. So they sought to absolve her, and they achieved that. So that is a corrupt purpose under obstruction of justice, as you and I were just talking about.
I can hear the national left-wing media applauding as we have found. Anyway. Let's go to the second one, and that is with the same Page and Strzok, lovers, officials, FBI, highly placed and memorable, saying this: thought of the perfect person FBI Director James Comey can bounce this off of. Patrick Fitzgerald.
Oh, yeah. Formerly a special prosecutor and independent counsel. This tells you that they knew that there was fairly strong and compelling evidence that Hillary Clinton violated the Espionage Act with her emails and probably obstructed justice by destroying evidence and probably lied to Congress, all in the same snowball.
And the third of these, and this has been around, but I think it's so important. Let's take a look at this. This is Strzok saying it's a real profile in courage since she, Lynch, knows no changes will be brought. That is July 1st of 2016.
One day before Hillary is interviewed. So this puts a lie to what James Comey said before Congress under oath when he testified. He was asked directly, did you decide to clear Hillary Clinton before or after she was interviewed? He said after. Well, that text message shows that it was before. And not only that, we now have electronic timestamps on Comey's statement that shows on June 10th, 3 weeks before Hillary was interviewed, he changed the wording, which was originally to charge her, to exonerate her. So doesn't that put a lie to what he told Congress? Shouldn't he be charged with lying to Congress?
As you might guess, I would infer that the facts suggest precisely that course.
Yeah.
Greg, let's wrap up here very quickly because I just want to get your reaction to this statement from the House Intelligence Committee Chairman, a man, as I think we all agree, who's been an absolute hero in all of this, his spokesman Jack Langer saying, quote, agencies that are under investigation by congressional committees don't typically get access to the committee's investigative documents about them. It's no surprise these agencies don't want the abuses we found to be made public, that a response to the Justice Department seeking the memorandum and seeking no disclosure to all of us in the great unwashed American public.
How completely dense is the Department of Justice and Rod Rosenstein to actually try to stop a document from the Intel Committee that implicates wrongdoing on the part of Rosenstein and the Department of Justice? I mean, do they think everybody's stupid?
Do you think that Attorney General Sessions also had a voice here or not?
I don't know. I tend to think he's...
You kind of hope not, don't you?
Yeah. I tend to think he's being manipulated, which is too bad.
Yeah, for the country.